Hi, I'm Garibaldi FM, and welcome back to episode 11 of my nomadic career. I'm just coming up towards the end of my second season now with Cefn Druids. In the Premier League Championship Conference, it's been quite inconsistent. It's pretty much been win one, lose one most of the way through. So I've lost both games against New Saints. And I got a draw and a loss against Aberystwyth and won all of the rest. So I've basically beaten the teams above me and more or less lost to the teams beaten the teams below me and lost to the teams above me. That's left me 2 points behind Aberystwyth with a game to go. Their goal difference is miles better though. So to get second, I'll need to win against Bangor and they'll need to lose their match. Also, Bangor are in the Welsh FA Cup final, and they are the team that beat me back here on penalties. So they should win because I can't remember who they've got. It might be Taffswell again, actually, who I beat in the final, in the other final. But it's certainly someone down here, or possibly Cardiff Met. So yeah, they should win. So it'd be kind of nice to lose to the winner of that competition at least. And what I think that means is because the cup winner isn't going to come from the top 2 or 3, I think that means that I'm going to be put into the European playoff places. So yeah, in theory this should be the last game of the season, but I don't think it will be, unless I win and Aberystwyth lose. So yeah, we'll play this one, see how it goes, and then if I do have some playoffs, they'll come in the later part of this episode. If I manage to get second and don't have any playoffs, then the second half of this episode will be trying to find a new job with it, with a bit of luck, see if I can head off to a new country. That would be the aim. But yeah, we'll have to see what we can find. So like I say, we've been on inconsistent form, so I don't know what to expect from this one really yet. Perhaps a win because they are behind us in the league, but they're in good form themselves because they've gone from 6th to 4th and have had the good cup run. So this one won't be easy, especially as we're away as well. We're through. Oh, Garibaldi. He scored last match as well, 12th goal of the season. Assisted by a good running pass by Charlie Edge. Puts it in the far corner. Could be my last game in charge of my son as well. Or at least for now. I mean, I'd like to, as I make my way around the different clubs and leagues of Europe, to hopefully at some point get into a position where I manage him again. It's kind of another little thing to aim for, either by taking over a club where he's at or taking over a club somewhere where I can afford to buy him. That'll be a way off yet. There we are, 4E. Oh, didn't get it. We'll have a look at half-time, see how Aberystwyth are getting on. With a bit of luck, they'll be losing 2 or 3-0 and we'll just need to hold on for second. But I think they'll probably win. 4E, he's through, he scores! 19th of the season. Can he get it? Number 20. So, Garibaldi on the ball. Great through ball in between the centre backs of 4. He latches on, puts it in the back of the net. Well, we've only had 2 shots. They've both been on target and they've both gone in. We're perhaps somewhat fortunate to be 2-0 up, but we'll take it. Let's have a look actually while we're playing at the scores. Aberystwyth are drawing, but they had someone sent off after 4 minutes, so there's a chance they could lose. A draw would be enough for them because we'd be level on points, but their goal difference is so much better, there's not a chance I'll catch that up. have to win like 20-0 or something. So we are just relying on Barry Town getting a win there. But they've got a chance pretty much a whole game against 10 men. We'll see what happens. But first things first, we've got to get the win here. Otherwise... Oh, Barry Town has scored as well. And then they've just missed a penalty straight after. But as it stands, we've got second place. So let's hope we can carry on with that. Sharky's through. We could have pretty much wrapped up this one. There we are. We can see move up to second. Confirmation up there. Alright, we'll just make a few changes. Try and hang on to this one now. So... what have we got here? We'll bring Lehane on for Sharky. And I think we'll bring Baker on as well. For Hawkins. Oh, and we'll make us change at centre back as well, because Pritchard's been... But so just to try and protect him a little bit. Just make sure we don't go down to 10. Oh no, Aberystwyth are back level. 10 men of Aberystwyth, not given up. Well, we could be back in the playoffs then. And if we are, then that'll be just as well. We made those substitutes, because the players will just be that little bit fresher. I don't know, if we might get a bit of a break in between anyway, because I guess the FA or Welsh FA Cup final will be the weekend after this, so I guess we'll get 2 weeks off possibly. 2-1. Very nervy last 16 minutes. Although, to be fair, if Aberystwyth are still drawing, it really doesn't matter at all what happens here. So unless Barry Town can do us a favour, it's pretty academic what happens here anyway. There's Edge. Finds Lehane into the box. Now Bangor City on the run. No, that's right, they've missed. Still 1-1 at Barry Town. Come on, Barry. Last minute winner for you. Just need that Barry Town goal. We don't need to let one in ourselves. No, so we should be alright. Only a minute to go here. But we need Barry Town to get that win. Could change everything. I've also secured Cefn Druids' highest ever finishing position with guaranteeing third. I'm not sure what their highest was before, but they've never been in the top 3, so it's quite a good little achievement. There we are, we've got the win. Did Barry Town manage to do us a favour at the end? No, 1-1. So we were level with Aberystwyth, but unfortunately they've hung on by 14 goals, so yeah, their goal difference is miles better. 17 points behind the New Saints, so not even close. The good news is we do have a big gap over the rest of the teams that will be playing in the playoffs, which, assuming we're on the playoffs, which I think we are. Bangor City, who they've got in the final? They have got... Oh, it doesn't say yet. Oh, that's because that's my fixtures. Bangor City have Cardiff Met, so they should win. But regardless, it's going to be 4 of those 5 teams, neither Bangor or Cardiff, won't be in. So there's probably not a great deal of difference between the other 3 that I'll be playing. So I should hopefully get through either of those matches. Qualify for the Championship Conference. I think that's the playoffs then. Oh, yeah, European playoffs. Cool. Okay, so we'll skip on a little bit now, and we'll pick it up a little bit later on in the playoffs and see who we get. Okay, so we played the first game or the semi-final against Barry Town. We won that 3-0. And we've got Bangor City in the final. So they lost the cup final to Cardiff Met Uni. So hopefully losing that final and then playing this final soon afterwards might affect them negatively, but I suppose it could affect them positively as well. So we'll see. But we've got full strength side, so hopefully we can get a win here, because we have been generally beating the teams lower than us in the league this season and just really losing to the New Saints and Aberystwyth. So yeah, if we can just continue that kind of general trend, should get the win. Been a pretty even first 15 minutes. Let's see, Garibaldi on the ball. What's he going to do? Plays it inside. An edge. Didn't get anywhere there then. Oh no, Edge has got it back. What's he going to do? Is he going to find, or is he going to shoot? Oh, cracking goal. Daniel Hawkins. Not where I thought our opening goal would have come from. A great long range strike into the bottom left hand corner. Yeah, if I was betting, I would have said a Forey, Lahane, Garibaldi, Edge, probably McCarthy as well over Hawkins. So yeah, unexpected goal source, but very welcome. Ooh, that was close. So, although we're 1 up, we've probably been second best marginally overall. So slightly fortunate to be ahead. Garibaldi though, down the right hand side. Gets a corner. McCarthy swings it in, Garibaldi heads it over. Still in a decent position though. I mean, it's only really possession that they're miles ahead of us. Shots a little bit ahead, but shots on target we're ahead. So yeah, it's not been too far either way. And we've probably had the better chances, which is reflected in the on target and the goals. I guess perhaps a lot of their shots have been long range, which is why they're all off target and not appearing on the highlights. Right, I think we will make a sub or two, or just watch this corner. It's a pen. Right, we'll watch the penalty. McCarthy, yes. And that's why I had McCarthy as a more likely scorer than Hawkins, because he does take the penalties. Right, we'll take Rainey off because he's been booked. We'll take Lahane off. Sharkey. Sharkey's done a little bit better second half of the season. Not been brilliant, but he has scored some goals, which is more than he was managing earlier on. We'll just make the 2 changes. We'll save one just in case we get an injury. But yeah, a couple of pairs of fresh legs just to help win the ball back maybe a bit higher up before it gets near the defence. It's looking good now though. I think we're going to qualify for Europe. McCarthy swings it in. It shouldn't really matter though. So yeah, we won't end this episode immediately after this game. I will have a look around, see what jobs are available, and then just apply for some, apply for others throughout the season, and then we'll have a quick update sort of in between the seasons as part of this episode to see whether I get any job offers or whether I'm going to be into the Europa League / Europa Conference, whichever one it is, with Cefn Druids. But Garibaldi could have wrapped it up then. But yeah, whichever one, even if I do stay at Cefn, I'm certainly going to try and look to leave really early in the season. Like as soon as those jobs start coming up, 8, 9, 10 games in where teams have been underperforming, then you tend to get quite a lot then in sort of October, don't you, being available. So, oh, good goal by Sharkey. Wraps up the final in style. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, ideally, this will be my last game with Cefn. And that would be a nice way to finish. A good 3-0 win to qualify for them for Europe for possibly the first ever time. There we are. Second time we've seen the team with a trophy this season, along with the Welsh League Cup. So yeah, it might be the first time they've been in Europe, because if they've never finished third before, and when they've won their Welsh Cups before was like 1903 or whatever. So yeah, it could be their first time in Europe. So that's quite a cool little thing to give them, as well as a hopefully a parting gift if we can find something. So we'll just have a quick look. What do they say? So we've won in the European playoff places. Excellent. Hawkins impresses. Gareth Southgate was there having a look at Garibaldi. I can't believe he's going to pick him in the England squad. He's been in an under-19 squad. But he's nowhere near getting in the full England squad. Anyway, yeah. Got a bit of payout and some bonuses. So let's just have a look. Are there many jobs at the moment? So there's not a great deal of jobs at the moment. I mean, I imagine CSK, Moscow, Hearts and Hibs will all be beyond me at this point. Linfield. So where are they? Third in the Northern Irish Premiership, with predicted first. Well, that's definitely one we'll go for. So they're not in Europe next year, which is probably why they got rid of their manager, but they only just failed to win the league. Well, I'm going to apply for that one right now. That would be fantastic if we could get that. So that would be a little bit of a step up, sort of money-wise and league-wise. I think that will just be the one for now, but I'll go off screen, sort of monitor which other jobs become available, and then, yeah, like I say, we'll have a little wrap-up in a bit before the next season starts. Okay, so I've progressed on a bit further. As you can see there, I haven't got the Cork City job. I've applied for probably about 20 or so jobs, sort of from Irish and Northern Irish Premier, even some in outside of the Premier in those leagues. Icelandic team down near the Premier League, down near the bottom of their Premier League. I've applied for a Ukrainian team, Finnish team, sort of Eastern European second division teams, just got absolutely nowhere. So, despite not particularly wanting to, I think I will be. Well, I'll certainly be starting the season with Cefn Druids because I've got a game tomorrow, which will be my Europa Conference first round qualifying leg. I've got a really tough draw from Hungary. They've won the Europa League before. It was in 1965, and 30 times winners of the Hungarian league. So I'm almost certainly going to get absolutely smashed in that game. But that'll be the first game of the next episode. So next episode will be that, and I'll continue applying for other jobs. But it's likely looking like we'll be staying with Cefn for a bit. But anyway, hit subscribe and find out how our first game in Europe goes. See you next time.